Hey, welcome back. Last week we spoke about the first step to buying your next home, and that was pre-approval, right? So let's keep going with this home buying process right now. So you've got an agent, right? That's your first thing. That's your first thing. Then we go into pre-approval, okay? That is super, super important, you guys. Let's just touch base really quickly because you want to make sure you're not walking into these homes that you can't afford and then having to go backwards. It's sad. It hurts to go backwards. So get your pre-approval done so that way you know what homes you should be looking at as you start your search. After pre-approval, we've got our search. So at this point, you're probably looking on Zillow, Redfin, Realtor, or you've got your realtor's portal that they actually sent you to get an even better look at the MLS in your area. So you should be searching. They are searching. It can be kind of a nightly thing. That is what I think sets me apart is whenever you tell me what kind of home that you're looking for, it's as if I'm looking for my own home and I am constantly nose down into the search, into the MLS, trying to find exactly what it is you want, because this is a relationship and my goal is to make sure that we find a home that you feel like is your unicorn home, your dream home. So we are both searching. Then you're going to maybe open houses, you're scheduling showings, and when you're ready and you find that house, it's offer time. So you have your agent submit an offer for you, right? You sometimes can get that accepted on the first try. Other times it's not. Sometimes the sellers want to come back and forth with you. That's just the negotiation period. So that doesn't mean it's not going to happen for you, but it's a process, right? They can come back with a counter offer, then you can counter again. It can feel a little bit overwhelming in this time, but don't lose faith. Your agent is there to help you in the negotiation to make sure you get the deal. So let's say all goes well, back and forth, you're under contract. Yes, you're like, woo! What happens during this period? This is escrow. So when you put an offer on the house, in your offer, you're gonna put an amount of money that it's essentially good faith. So you're putting in towards the purchase to say that you're serious about this home, you're really excited. So that's when you're gonna deposit the escrow. And this is after you're under contract. All of the loan application stuff is going to go into full drive here. You're gonna get homeowners insurance quotes at this time. You've gotta have that before closing. So under contract, you've still got things to get done. If you have contingencies, such as financing contingencies, that's gonna happen all during this contract process as well. But let's say everything goes through, right? You're good, financing's good, you've got homeowners insurance. Now we go to inspection. So people are gonna come through the house, make sure everything is good. If there's any issues, you can negotiate who fixes those as well. You can have the seller resolve those issues or maybe give you a little bit of money back to help you when you go to close and you're going to take care of it yourself. So those inspections are a part of the buying process and it's really, really important that you get those done. Now, during all of this under contract, you're working really closely with your lender. Make sure that you have a lender that you like during that pre-approval, right? You kind of saw how they work because you want to see how efficient they are at getting back to you. It can be really stressful, you guys, during this process, even under contract. Do not make big purchases at this time. You maybe got your dream home and you're like, let's get all the furniture. Don't do it. Do not make big purchases at this time. Don't change your job. Don't make any big changes because it can mess up your financing. And it has happened that people will make these changes and then get denied the financing that they need, and then you lose that unicorn home for you. So don't make big purchases when you're under contract. You want to make sure the financing period goes through. Your lender gets you approval, not just pre-approval, that actually full approval, and you'll be good to go. And then it's clear to close. Then we go to our title company. So they will search and do a survey to see if there's anything on the property that is an issue. You'll receive a closing statement just up right before closing. You have to have it in a certain amount before close, certain amount of days before close, and then you transfer the final money, right? So if you have to have a certain amount of money bringing to closing, you're gonna wire those funds or bring them to the closing table, and then it's closing day. So on closing day, you usually do the final walkthrough to make sure nothing has happened from the time you put in the offer to now coming to close, to getting that home being yours, getting the keys in your hands. And then you'll sign all the documents, you sign on the line, you have all that money transferred, and the home is yours. So this process on average is about 30 days from making an offer, going under contract, and close. You can do it quicker. Sometimes sellers like that. Sometimes sellers are looking for a quick close. So make sure that your agent knows what it is that your sellers are looking for when you find that perfect property. But that's essentially the process. It is not always as seamless as it sounds. There are some hiccups. You've got to be ready for it. It's why it's important to have a great agent and a great lender in your corner, because it can be stressful. It is a stressful time. It is a big, big purchase, sometimes the biggest purchase that you'll ever make. So that is the process of home buying. If you are interested in buying in the Northern Virginia area, send me a message. I would love to help you, and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you know when more videos come out, as well as following along on the blog. If you are a reader, you can find me there. All right, guys, let's keep it going. I am so excited to find your next dream home, and maybe even in my neighborhood.